What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sneaker Huddle. I'm your host, John Dunlap. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can cop the upcoming Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zyon. Now, this Zyon colorway is highly anticipated, one of the best 350 V2 colorways that we have received in a very long time. So a lot of people out there are very excited about this release, including myself. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what are the 3 best raffles for you to enter to maximize your chances of hitting. We're also going to be talking about what are the top manual sites for you to prioritize on drop day. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about resale predictions. Now guys, I would really appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up. We put a lot of effort into this video today, so that would really help us out here at Sneaker Huddle. Be sure to subscribe, turn post notifications on. Without further ado, guys, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off with the 3 best raffles to enter, and we're going to start off with the one that's going to have the most stock, and that's obviously going to be Adidas. And Adidas does have in-app raffles for the United States and in Europe. So if you're watching this video, you're in the US, or if you're in Europe, pull out your phone right now and go ahead and enter the Adidas raffle. And we are going to talk about resale predictions at the end of this video, so you might want to wait until we talk about resale predictions until you submit your size, because once you submit your size, you cannot edit it and you cannot cancel your entry. But Adidas does have free returns if you do make a mistake, so just keep that in mind. But when it comes to entering raffles in the Adidas app US and EU, would highly recommend to get your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your relatives, brothers, sisters, roommates, whatever, to also download the app. Get them to enter also. Just make sure that if you are, say you and your brother, for example, you're watching this, you got 3 brothers, make sure that you do change your address up just a little bit. One of you can use street, one of you can use ST, and the other one can use ST period. Just make sure that you're changing it up just a little bit. You have different names on all 3 of those accounts and also different payment methods. Now, the second best app for you out there is going to be the Flex app. If you're unfamiliar with the Flex app, it is the new app that replaced for Foot Locker, Foot Action, and Champs. And the way that it works is the more money you do spend with those retailers, the more points you get, and you can use those points for a highly anticipated release such as the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zyons that are about to drop this weekend. You can use a portion of those points to enter, and it does level out the playing field just a little bit, because let's say you only have $1,000 spent in your Foot Locker account on the Flex app and someone has $5,000. You and that person that spent $5,000, you spent $1,000, they spent $5,000, you're going to be at equal playing fields if you guys do enter for the same size. So I would highly recommend to download the Flex app if you already do shop at Foot Locker, Foot Action, and Champs, and check to see if these are going to be releasing in the city that you're in. And if they are releasing in the city that you're in and you do take an L on the Flex app, you can go there on drop day and see what procedure they're going to do for leftover pairs, because people will not pick these sneakers up. I do think that they are giving them 2 days now due to COVID. They are going to give them 2 days to pick all the sneakers up, but would highly recommend to check with those retailers and see if they're going to do first come first serve for retailers, or if they're going to give tickets on a first come first serve basis. Now, the third best raffle is Hibbett Sports, and if you do have a Hibbett Sports or a City Gear in your area, would highly recommend to download the app. And it's a very similar method. We do have a Hibbett Sports here in North Carolina where I live, and the more money that you do spend with Hibbett Sports, the more likely you are to be chosen to win the raffle. So if you haven't spent a lot of money with Hibbett Sports, it's likely that you will not win the sneaker. But once again, for Hibbett Sports, they are going to do leftovers. I think for Hibbett Sports, or at least here in North Carolina, they only do, if you don't pick them up by 11 Eastern, it's first come first serve. Whoever's in line waiting there, you can buy. If no one else is waiting, you can buy all the pairs. That's just how the store here operates, and I would highly recommend to check out your local Hibbett Sports if you do have any. And those are by far the 3 best raffles out there. And all the online raffles, if you're interested in entering those, feel free to follow us on Twitter, because we are going to tweet a in-depth list for Europe, United States, and worldwide raffles, which you can find the link to our Twitter account down below in the video description. Now, the really good thing about following us on Twitter is we are constantly updating you on sneaker news, and if there's rumored to be a restock, a shock drop, all that good stuff. So I would highly recommend to follow us on Twitter. A lot of people forgot about the Kith Looney Tunes collaboration today, but we did send out a reminder and a lot of people did cop. Congratulations to everyone that did. So right now we're going to talk about the best manual sites for you to target and how to prioritize your time on drop day, because time is of the essence. It is very important how you manage your time, especially when you're trying to cop limited sneakers such as the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zyon. Now for Europe, there are going to be two really good manual sites, Soulbox and 43 and Hall. And don't forget about the Adidas Raffle. There are going to be more European retailers that are going to release these sneakers, but they have not been confirmed as of now. But on our Twitter account, we promise we will put an in-depth list for European retailers that are going to be dropping these sneakers. So be sure to follow us on Twitter if you are in Europe. Now, moving forward to the United States, there are tons of confirmed retailers that are going to be dropping the sneakers, and stock is looking pretty high for this Zyon colorway. But starting off with the three best manual sites that are going to be dropping at 7 a.m. Eastern time. Do not forget 7 a.m. Eastern time. Be sure to set your alarm clocks to wake up that morning. I know we're used to 10 a.m. Eastern time releases, but 7 a.m. Eastern time, and that's going to be a 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning on the Pacific. I do apologize, but I'm not Adidas. I don't set the times. But the three best manual sites to target, which are all going to be waiting room releases, which we will have early links to the direct product on our Twitter account, which is going to be Dick's Sporting Goods, Finish Line, and JD Sports. Those are by far the three best manual sites when copping sneakers that are going to be dropping these at 7 a.m. Eastern time. And moving forward to some really good options also on YCMC, and the foot sites are going to be dropping at 7 a.m. Eastern also. And the foot sites, in case you're unfamiliar, are Foot Locker, Foot Action, Champs, and Eastbay will all be releasing these pairs in men's and grade school sizes. Now moving forward to 10 a.m. Eastern here in the United States, Yeezy Supply is by far going to be the best site to cop from 10 a.m. Eastern. And when it comes to how to cop from Adidas and Yeezy Supply, well, Adidas is the Raffle. I do apologize for saying that. How to cop from Yeezy Supply. It's going to be a waiting room launch, and they do track your cookies. They do not track your IP address. So what this allows you to do is set up multiple Google Chrome users, and all you have to do is go to the Google icon on the top right hand corner. If you do have Google Chrome downloaded on your PC, scroll down to the three dots there, click on it. You're going to go to add person, and once you add a person, you can do user 1, user 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, and you can open one of the windows here, 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 and here. And then you have 6 windows there and 6 opportunities to cop 6 pairs of sneakers. That's how you're going to increase your chances on copping from Yeezy Supply. Also scheduled to drop at 10 a.m. Eastern is DTLR, Jimmy Jazz, Nordstrom, SNK, Snipes, and Shoe Palace. So to sum things up for the United States release of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zyon, you're going to want to make sure that you do enter the Adidas US Raffles multiple times under different names and different information to maximize your chances. And when it comes 7 a.m. Eastern time, the product is going to go live via waiting rooms on Dick's Sporting Goods, Finish Line, and JD Sports, and you're going to get those links from our Twitter account at Sneaker Huddle. So I would highly recommend to open up 3 different windows, one for Dick's, one for Finish Line, and one for JD Sports. And if you would like to use your mobile device and open up one of those tabs, also would highly recommend to do so to increase your chances. And when it gets to 10 a.m. Eastern, you're going to put all your marbles into Yeezy Supply, because Yeezy Supply should have a ton of stock. Would highly recommend to open up 6 windows, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, or if you would like to open more or less, that is entirely up to you. But that is going to maximize your chances of copping these sneakers, and that is how I would prioritize the drop for a manual user. And the good thing about Dick's dropping, Finish Line, and JD Sports all at 7 is the foot sites are also dropping, which is Champs, Eastbay, Foot Locker, and Foot Action. You can wait those 3 windows in the waiting rooms, and then you can also open up 4 more tabs, 1 each for Foot Locker, Foot Action, Champs, and Eastbay, and try to add to cart on the foot sites. And when it comes to the foot sites, guys, it's going to take over an hour to add to cart and for all sizes to sell out. So perseverance is key. Here on StockX, we're going to talk estimated resale predictions right now, and here we have the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 static non-reflected that did drop in December of 2018. And if we do scroll down to the graph here, guys, the reason I'm showing you this is because stock is also going to be high. It was high for the static, and it's going to be high for this initial colorway, and these sneakers bricked in 2018. But I'm going to show you something very important in today's video. When they did drop, you can see that they were bricking. Resale for a size 7 was $273, and that's about, let's see, they dropped on the 27th, and on January 11th they were going for $279. So that's roughly $9 profit for a size 7, which is one of the best sizes that you can cop. But as you can see, guys, these quickly escalated due to it being a very good colorway. They got up to $475 only 4 months later. That's a really good return on investment. Now, I'm not saying that the exact same thing is going to happen for the Zyon colorway, but expect resale to be low and trust the process when it comes to Yeezys and being a reseller for this upcoming colorway. Now, another sneaker I want to show you is the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Desert Sage. You can see that the transaction prior to this was around $380. Last transaction was $350. And these did drop this year. They did drop on March 14th. But when we do go to the graph here, on March the 20th, you would have lost $7 if you would have sold this sneaker on the secondary market. But fast forward 4 months later, you can sell these for $388. So when it comes to copping this Zyon, trust the process, especially for the base sizes for Yeezy 350 V2s. So when it comes to estimated resale prediction for the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zyon, if we do pull all the sizes to look at the current high bids at the moment, which the bids are going to be lower than the most recent sales, but as you can see, guys, the highest bid out is currently for a size 7, which is $363. I would expect these to drop just a little bit because stock for this release is rumored to be very, very high. And when retailers like Dick's Sporting Goods, Finish Line, and all these other retailers are receiving pairs, the Foot Sites, Foot Locker, Champs, East Bay, and we have tons of raffles. These are going to be in store and online. Stock is going to be very high for this release, but once again, keep in mind, demand for this release is through the roof. So I do think that there will be profit on drop day, and the predictions in today's video are just predictions, and also these are conservative predictions based on stock being very, very high. So for size 4, would expect that one to be around $300. Keep in mind your break-even point on StockX is $270, so that's estimated $30 profit. For the base sizes, which are going to be best, size 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, and 7, estimated resale prediction to fall within $325 to $360. And for the common sizes such as 7.5 and above, I would expect those to also be profitable. Estimated resale prediction for those sneakers based on the data that we do have, you can expect those to fall within $280 to $300. So I would expect there to be some profit for you resellers out there because demand for this sneaker is through the roof, like stated previously already. Now also this week, do not forget, we have the Nike Space Hippie collection dropping in the Volt colorway. I will link that video right here in the top right hand corner. And we also have the Air Jordan 12 University Gold, one of the most anticipated Jordans for fall 2020. Once I get that video done, I will link it right here in the top right hand corner. If the card doesn't come yet, that's because I haven't made it yet, but once I make it, it will update there. And you can also come back to the channel, turn post notifications on to not ever miss a beat here at Sneaker Huddle. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Give this video a thumbs up. God bless each and every one of you, and have a great day.